If you're a thief, you're breaking and entering. You're not afraid of God. You're only afraid of man. And as the Gemara says, that Altar brings it in his letter, a person who is breaking and entering still at hate, if you'll wake up, Chas v'Shalom will shoot you. When we were children, there was a little story called The Runaway. It was one of those little books that Americans gave out. And when we were kids growing up, everything Americans gave out had to be 100% true. I've recently learned that it's not necessarily the case. It was a little story called The Runaway. And in camp, they made The Runaway play every summer. What's the story of The Runaway? The story of The Runaway is a kid who has a friend who got a pocket knife. Okay? And he wants the pocket knife very, very much. So when his friend is not looking, he steals the pocket knife. It was a brand new knife, she just got it. So the kid says, who took my knife? I don't know, nobody knows. Anyway, it became a whole scene in the school looking for the pocket knife, couldn't find it. The kid took it home. And he goes to sleep. And he has a dream where he takes that knife and he goes and does a hold up with that knife. He takes somebody's money. And in this dream, he goes through a whole series of events. Then he grows up and he was a professional thief and he's robbing people and stealing people. And the moment, the crescendo of the play, the high moment of the play, is when he kills somebody. Actually kills somebody. And when he kills somebody, he wakes up. But he wakes up with the feeling that someone is about to stab him in the back. What happens is that the knife that he put under his pillow crept out underneath him and he feels like it's poking him. So he wakes up screaming like as if he's being stabbed. And in his mind, he just went through a whole life history. He stole a knife from his friend in the 5th grade. And the whole play is a dream. He becomes a petty thief and a bigger thief and a bigger thief and a bigger thief and a bigger thief. And he kills somebody and he wakes up in his own bed and the knife is in his back. And he runs back to school and gives the knife back to his friend. That's the story of The Runaway. It's a great story. Yeah. But that's the story of the Ganav. You're not afraid of the Eibishter. You're only afraid of people. So you start one, slowly you end up killing somebody, right? So the answer of Kisa, what does he daven? He daven because he believes in Hashem. But he doesn't believe in Hashem enough to actually do what Hashem says. He believes in Hashem enough to daven to him. But he can do whatever he wants. Now, does anybody remember the Aramaic for this? Does anybody know the Aramaic for this disease, for this syndrome, where you believe in Hashem, you do whatever you want? Ganvo, apum, machatarta, rachamono, kari. It's on page Chavches. It is 7 lines in the end of the page, at the last word in the line. Ganva, a thief. Apum, on the mouth. Machtarta, of a tunnel. Rachamona, God. Kari, he calls. You dive into the Eibishter. Ganva, apum, machtarta, rachamona. Kari, the Ganav is breaking and entering Hashem. And the logic, of course, here is, I believe in Hashem enough to ask him to help me. I don't believe in Hashem that much. I got to do what he says.